Discover the ultimate list of 7 affordable, reliable, and cool first cars for high school car guys that are under $3,000. But even if you are not in high school anymore, some of these cars will be good for you too, so watch the video till the end. Number 7. Toyota Celica GT 7th generation. Cars like these are somewhat making an appearance, and I'm a fan of them. The Celica GT, our first sporty car on this list. These are currently front-wheel drive cars with a 1.8-litre, 4-cylinder engine producing 170 horsepower. If you drive one, you'll still be seen as a cool dude, since these automobiles are in that sweet spot where they're inexpensive yet still receive positive reviews. Although I can already see that these items will become astronomically expensive in due course, they're still rather nice. It's a Toyota. Further discussion is not necessary because this car is pretty good. Number 6. Audi A7. Featuring a 1.8-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder engine producing 170 horsepower as well as an all-wheel drive system, this Audi A7 is perhaps the most undependable car we've spoken about to this point. Yet it's still rather dependable. Correct me if I'm mistaken. It's a wonderful car with nice seating space and a very enjoyable ride. But is that the exact same engine that powers the MK4 GTI? I believe it is, but other than that, it's not the most impressive when it comes to reliability. Number 5. Honda Del Sol. These are essentially identical cars to the Mazda Miata, which I talked about in my last video, but I gave the Del Sol a higher ranking because it's more underappreciated and I rarely talk about it as often. It has a front-wheel drive system as well as a 1.6-litre, 4-cylinder engine that produces 106 horsepower. Now, if you choose to take that path, keep in mind that Hondas possess far better engines when it comes to putting power on them. They handle similarly and are about the exact same weight. Rear-wheel drive will most likely keep you far safer. Of course, a Honda is going to be bigger, less expensive, and far more dependable. Number 4. Subaru Legacy GT 4th generation. A decent alternative for about $3,000 is the Subaru Legacy GT, which has a 4-wheel drive system with a 2.5-litre turbocharged flat-4 engine that produces 250 horsepower. A small, interesting tidbit for you is that it has greater horsepower than what the WRX did at the same time. It's amazing that people don't speak more about these vehicles, but they're still fantastic cars. If the less attractive, less expensive Subaru WRX was what you were after. Number 3. BMW 328i E46. The E46 now occupies the ideal BMW location where the models are not extremely expensive, comparable to the E30s, or undervalued, inexpensive either, and they seem older, like they belong in the 90s. Its 190 horsepower, 3-litre inline-6 engine may be configured with either rear-wheel drive or an all-wheel drive system, which is a great feature. If you prefer not to be laughed at, choose the one with rear-wheel drive instead. Number 2. Honda Civic 6th generation. After learning about so many excellent cars throughout the past few years, I would have ranked this particular model first. With front-wheel drive, the Civic has a 1.6-litre cylinder for engine that produces 106 horsepower. That is indeed rather sluggish. As a student in high school, you might not have enough cash to modify them. Additionally, Hondas are becoming more and more expensive. They're becoming more like e.g. Civics, especially since they're beginning to race, so it might be difficult to find a very good choice that costs under $3,000. Please like, subscribe to the channel, and comment on which car is your favorite. Number 1. Lexus SC 400. The SC 400, similar to a Lexus 400, this car is hefty. The car weighs a lot, yet I rank it higher since I think it's much more attractive. Similar to the LS 400, it has a 4-litre V8 engine producing 270 horsepower, which is the same level of power that comes from the LS 400. It also has a 3-wheel drive system. That being said, why do I prefer it? In any case, the SC 400 is significantly more sporty looking and slightly lighter. You should absolutely check into it if you're the sort of person who prefers a sedan, since it has less space. However, it's also a lot more attractive, and it's amazing that you are able to purchase them for around $3,000. If you enjoy this video, you will also enjoy this one.